Umarangkada na naman po itong si Vice President Sara Duterte. I watched her interview in The Hague where she suggested that the ICC is somehow being influenced by former Senator Antonio Trillanes and President Marcos. Ang exact words po niya, and I quote, no, ang sabi niya, tuta ang ICC ni Trillanes at ni Bongbong Marcos. And she mentioned about maleta again. Well, that is a serious allegation against an international institution. The obvious question po is, where is the evidence? Because sa demokrasya, alam ninyo, accusations are so easy. But evidence is what separates truth from propaganda. Hindi po pwedeng puro insinuation at pambibintang. If you are going to claim that an international court is being manipulated, then present proof. Importante po yan. Otherwise, you are merely asking people to believe your conclusion without giving them the facts needed to reach it themselves. 'Di ba? Strategy yan repetition. Maski walang ebidensya, pinapaliwalaan na kasi paulit-ulit na sinasabi. I think she needs to learn her lesson. She needs to be held accountable for her statements and those accusations. Then I watched another speech na dineliver din po niya sa The Hague then. I think it was the same day. She described the violence in the Philippines by saying that someone could supposedly hire a killer for 5,000 pesos, even using the hypothetical example that if her husband had a mistress, she could hire someone to kill that person or the mistress for that amount, 5,000. Again, the question is not whether violence exists, no? Kasi every country struggles with crime. But the question is, what evidence supports the claim that this is so commonplace that it can be presented as an illustration of ordinary life in the Philippines? Who are these killers? May contact pala siya talaga, di ba? Where are the cases? Who has been arrested? Diba? What data supports that particular statement of hers? If you are the second highest elected official of the republic, your words carry enormous weight not only among Filipinos, no, but before an international audience kasi doon ka nagsasasalita. Criticizing problems is one thing. Making sweeping claims without presenting supporting evidence is another. And here is what concerns me most po, no. If these problems are as widespread as she portrayed it, may mga alam na pala siya then the public also has the right to ask, as the Vice President, what concrete measures have you pursued in your official capacity to address them? So ano na yung nagawa mo para dito? Public office is not merely a platform for describing the country's problem. It is a responsibility to help solve them. The Philippines certainly has challenges. Tama po yan. But every allegation, especially one made abroad by one of our highest officials, should be accompanied by facts, not merely rhetoric. A constitutional officer like her should persuade through evidence, na through repetition, not paninira o salita lang. Yung galit at away nyo ni BBM, nadadamay ang buong bansa at mga Pilipino. Yung ambisyon mo para sa iyong sarili, wala ka nang pakialam kahit mawalan na ng maayos na reputasyon ang bayan mo. Dapat tanungin ka as Vice President, kung totoo ang mga sinasabi mong kasiraan, ano na ang mga actions na nagawa mo para dito? Bukod sa repetition na wala namang ebidensya, pinapagulo lang yung mga Pilipino. Because when public discourse becomes driven by unverified claims instead of verifiable facts, the greatest casualty is not your political opponent. 'Di ba? It is the public's ability to distinguish truth from narrative. Kaya sana po bago tayo basta maniwala, mag-isip po muna tayo. Nakakainsulto na rin po na ginagawa ng bobo ang mga Pilipino. Ang totoong leader po, parte ng solusyon, hindi po nagsisimula ng distraction. Tandaan niyo po yan.